Avery County Schools Spotlight on Education is brought to you by John and Hank Phillips of Avery County Tire and Service in Newland, your tire and car service specialists.
Michelin makes some of the most fuel-efficient tires on the road, so you can take the pump down. Find out how much you can save at MichelinMan.com. Michelin, a better way forward.
Avery Tire and Service has served Newland, Avery County, and the entire High Country for the last 50 years. Family owned and operated, John and Hank Phillips have put together an outstanding team of skilled personnel who can supply and fill all of your automotive and truck needs. Located in the center of Newland, Avery Tire and Service is your local supplier for Michelin tires, as well as the supplier for all the top brands for every part of your vehicle. From tires to brakes, from oil changes to any kind of car or truck service, Avery Tire and Service can do it all, and always at the very highest level of friendliness and quality. If a business has been around for 50 years, then they obviously must be the best at what they do. Avery Tire and Service in Newland, still proudly serving you and all of the High Country.
Welcome to another edition of the Superintendent Spotlight on Education in Avery County. With me is the cast of our upcoming production at Avery High School. We'll start over here with Mr. Bailey, and I'll ask each one of you to introduce yourself and kind of tell us what you're doing at Avery High School and what grade you're in. So, and Mr. Bailey, I know you're not in a grade. You're not being in a grade, but yeah. What you do at Avery High School?
Well, I'm Coleman Bailey, and I teach physics and physical science at Avery High School, and I also work very heavily in our drama program, and a couple other hats I wear, and I really enjoy getting to work with these young people.
And some of those hats are for real, like a Viking hat and just, dunce hat, whatever he needs there. So, but one thing about Mr. Bailey, if it needs to be done, he will do it.
That's
right.
Yeah.
I'm Dale Russ. I've mostly focused on dancing throughout my life, and I've also done a lot of sports. But lately, as I grow older, I sort of have been moving towards more and more the arts, more specifically, and 10th grade, that's right.
Actually, a whole lot more material than a 10th grade.
Yeah.
I'm Kelly Simon, and I've always been involved in arts, playing music since I was 3, various instruments. And then when I got to high school, I kind of got involved with drama, loved it, will always be a part of it. And I'm in junior or 11th grade.
Oh, okay.
I'm Casey Jones. I have been doing drama since freshman year. That's the arts are my main thing. I don't do sports at all, but and I'm a senior.
Okay, very good. Good representation of the new production that's coming up. And Mr. Bailey, you want to give us a little highlight of the new production, what it's all about, and then we'll talk to this group about their role in the production.
Well, this year after our fall shows, I think we started realizing that we had a lot of talent at one time at one place in our high school, and we were looking at different things to do and kind of try to bring a show that hadn't been done over and over and over again to our area. And so a lot of the kids and I started looking at different things, and we found All Shook Up. And All Shook Up has 24 songs of Elvis music, and it is kind of the retelling of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night set in the 50s with Elvis songs. And so it's kind of all shook up in itself. But after we got it, and I'll be honestly say it's probably one of the most challenging things I've ever tried to put on stage. It's almost like there is no such thing as going halfway on anything. You either have to just completely go for it or just not have it. And so practices got longer, and I can honestly say that as a cast, there are going to be a bunch of tired young people when it's over. The cool thing, though, is the music, the excitement, the energy, the participation from our school. We've had so many new people come out to to want to actually physically be on stage. Some kids have never been anything but almost like the type who always wants to sit in the side of the class and not even speak up. But yet they're up there singing and dancing to Elvis music, and we have a cast of 60, which is a little bit of a squeeze, but we are making it, and so it's just been a lot of fun.
60, about 10% of the whole student body.
That's right.
That is absolutely wonderful.
And growing.
That's right. Casey, talk to us about your role and your thoughts about this very difficult production.
Yeah, I play Miss Sandra, who is different than I think any character that I've ever played in a play. She's new to the town. She runs the museum. She's very sophisticated and from the city. And she comes to this town and she doesn't know how to handle it because these people don't know anything about, modern times, dancing. She's just she's hip.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to be able to play her. And it's just great. I love having all the new people come in. As a senior, it's fun to kind of help along the freshmen. Yeah, it's been a blast.
How many productions have you been in at Avery High School?
This is my 6th.
Okay. It's been very busy.
Yes.
Dale, what's your role? What all are you doing with the production?
My role is Chad, who sort of portrays the Elvis persona. He loves music, loves the ladies,
That's you.
That's right.
That is
Oh, wow.
He goes from town to town. He never really stays in one place, but, he's sort of conflicted in his own way, and he kind of tells his story.
I understand you do more than just play Chad. You also have worked with the choreography a little bit, haven't
Oh
you?
yeah, I've choreographed a few numbers, and really this show is just number after number after number after number. It's song, 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 and it just keeps going, and it goes all the way to the end. The energy doesn't stop, It's tough, but it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've noticed a few times you're coming out of rehearsal and most of them look really tired.
Sweat dripping down.
Especially Mr. Bailey. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about him. I think
It gets hot in that mini theater.
The other night he was on
yeah,
his
it
8th
does.
Mountain Dew, I believe.
That's how you can tell how long the day's been.
Yeah,
So.
another Mountain Dew. Kelly, what about your role?
I play Natalie, also Ed, because I end up dressing up as a guy in the show. And she, at the beginning of the show, is a very, I would say, shy, kind of sad character because her mother passed away 3 years before. And so she's kind of getting over that, and she is a mechanic's daughter, so she works with a lot of cars, and she's a mechanic now because her dad's just drinking on the side. And then Chad comes into town, and man, she's in love. So
So you two are love interests in the play.
no,
right.
he does not
I
love
think
me.
everybody
Oh.
is kind of loving.
Okay.
He
There's
does
a whole
not love
web
me
of
back.
different romances
It's
going on from
It's
place to
typical
place.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical
It's-
high school.
It's typical
Yeah.
high school,
There you go.
typical
But-
Shakespeare. Yeah.
Yeah, she I can relate to her a lot. You fall in love and you're just a fool because just a hopeless romantic. Like that's what she is, and I don't know. It's just a really fun, crazy kind of character to play, especially.
Casey, what's your favorite aspect of the whole production? What do you like about it?
I love I'm an Elvis fan. Usually by this point, I never want to hear these songs again. I'm tired of it. I'll just put it away. But I love these songs. It's so fun, and the dance numbers are great, and it's just been a blast.
And what I like about them is that they're all Elvis songs, but they're Elvis songs in a way that you've never heard them before. Like one of my favorite numbers in this song is actually one that these three and one more is in, is that we blend Hound Dog and Teddy Bear together, and it's just
That's
and
a stretch.
well,
Oh yeah.
but
It works.
actually
It works.
It works.
But it works.
in the way
Yeah.
it happens, and the kids, when you have a cast of that big in our mini theater and they're hitting some of this Elvis music, you can't help but get excited. I mean, it's just, and then the band, we have a student band who's formed that are working their way through these 24 songs themselves, and typical high school musical fashion, it's kind of like in 400 different directions, but it'll come, and then and we're just really excited about bringing this show to
Definitely.
And Dale, what's your favorite aspect of it?
Well, it's like Casey said, the music. It's just the energy of a musical that you've always seen, but it sort of meets the cool, smooth funness of Elvis, and it's just fun. And you have to move. You just have to move if you hear it. You can't just sit there and you sing, you dance. And the character that I play, I love being him. I step on stage and I become that character, and I just love it, and I just want to stay him, and it's just fun, and I just love every minute of it, and I've worked really hard, and I am ready to put it on stage.
And I can tell you're excited about it.
Oh, yes, I am.
For you, that's
Very
pretty
excited.
And Kelly, what about you? I know you love
Oh
singing.
my gosh, here it goes. I'm just going to repeat probably what they said, the music. But what I think I'm going to love the most is that everybody knows these songs. I mean, Elvis is so big, and everyone in the audience is just going to be able to sing along or just mouth the words with a, like, because most of the time, I mean, last year, Anything Goes was great, but nobody really knew that music. But this year, it's just going to be a party.
Relatable to the crowd.
It's just going to be,
Yeah.
yes, it's just going to be a party in the mini theater.
And it relates to 9-year-olds to 90-year-olds.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a mass appeal.
That's right.
Definitely.
In one sentence, Kelly, tell people why they need to come see the show.
Oh, do I have to go first?
You do.
Okay. One sentence. I'm trying
Maybe
to make
two.
it.
Maybe
Okay, I'm trying to make it a really good one. I guess just because it's awesome.
That's a pretty good reason.
It's
Casey,
gonna
what
be
about
good.
you?
It's fun, it's lively, and there's great kids in it. And we've tried really hard
You have.
to put.
Dale, what about you?
That was-
If I could say one sentence, I'd just say that if you want to have a great time and you want to have a lot of fun, then you got to come see this show. That's all it is. It's a great time.
yeah.
And Mr. Ray, when can the listening audience come to see this show? At the mini theater at Avery High School?
It's at the mini theater at Avery High School. We do take reservations ahead of time. We're charging $5 to get in, and which is probably the best show you'll ever have for $5. and the play is May the 9th, 10th, and 11th, which is Mother's Day weekend. And then because of the size of our mini theater, we're also doing it the following weekend, which is the 16th, 17th, and 18th. On Friday and Saturdays at 7:30, and then on Sunday afternoons at 2:30. And we're hoping that we'll be able to get everybody in who wants to come, and we're not going to turn away anybody. We'll figure out a way to make it happen. And but one reason why I want everybody to come is because a high school musical like this one is truly what high school is all about. And in our community, when you see this high school musical, it represents the best our construction program can give us in sets, the best of the band backing us up. You have kids, you have the typical drama kids, but you also have kids from every walk of life in our high school that have decided to come together for the show.
I think I've been to 6 productions that Casey's been in, and I have not been disappointed in any of them. And I'm personally excited. So, ladies and gentlemen, next weekend and the weekend after, be at Avery High School to see a great performance of All Shook Up and see Chad impersonating Elvis, right?
That's
or Dale
right.
Russ
If you want
impersonating both.
you want a good Mother's Day gift, bring it to the
That's
show.
So be sure to do that. We're very proud of these young people and very proud of Mr. Bay. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Avery County Schools Spotlight on Education is brought to you by John and Hank Phillips of Avery County Tire and Service in Newland, your tire and car service specialists.
Michelin makes some of the most fuel-efficient tires on the road, so you can take the pump down. Find out how much you can save at MichelinMan.com. Michelin, a better way forward.
Avery Tire and Service has served Newland, Avery County, and the entire High Country for the last 50 years. Family owned and operated, John and Hank Phillips have put together an outstanding team of skilled personnel who can supply and fill all of your automotive and truck needs. Located in the center of Newland, Avery Tire and Service is your local supplier for Michelin tires, as well as the supplier for all the top brands for every part of your vehicle. From tires to brakes, from oil changes to any kind of car or truck service, Avery Tire and Service can do it all, and always at the very highest level of friendliness and quality. If a business has been around for 50 years, then they obviously must be the best at what they do. Avery Tire and Service in Newland, still proudly serving you and all of the High Country.